Hi, I'm Ositadinma. I'm a product manager and I lead strategy and operations at Cavalry, a business consulting firm. Yeah, and I was Person of the Year in 2016, Learnable 16. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Ugochukwu Ikeme, and I would describe myself as a mad design scientist. I have a lot of experience across various disciplines like photography, design, of course, and videography. And most importantly, I was the Learnable 20 Intern of the Year, and I currently work with OBX.
Hello, I'm Omoboye. I'm a backend developer, and between the connection of my other skills, I am definitely the one you want on your team. More importantly, I am Learnable Person of the Year 2021. Fun fact, I finally finished my law degree, so you can now call me Barrister Bell Omoboye.
I'm Anyanwu Peace, a product designer at Genesys Professional Services, and I was the Learnable 22 Person of the Year.
So I would describe Learnable 20 or Learnable in general as my adopted family. And I would say that because I came to Learnable looking to, level up with my skills because I was fresh off NYC at that time. But I came into an organization that gave me the chance to connect with people genuinely. I met a lot of people there, and I think we became more or less like long-term friends. Did Learnable for I think it's been 3-4 years, but we're still in contact and we look out for each other in every possible way you can think about. So Learnable is my adopted family.
I'll describe Learnable as a family to me because it gave me access to lifelong friends, which are very close to my heart right now. Friends that I could call on anytime I want, and they will always answer. Friends that are eager to help me grow and meet up, eager to help them grow. Friends that are always there to watch my back, always there to make sure that I'm not stagnant in life. Friends that I could call family, basically. And also Learnable also gave me access to becoming the world-class tech that I am today. It gave me access to the best mentors, basically the best friends I could ever ask for.
Okay, I'll describe Learnable as life-changing. I basically changed my life. I mean, before I got into Learnable, I had already started out as a software developer, but I think that what Learnable did for me was that it basically changed my worldview. It made me realize that, there's a lot of great things that could be done. And, before I came, I didn't even believe that there were, those kinds of things happening around here in the Southeast, things around technology, building software and stuff like that. So, Learnable gave me a chance, gave me an opportunity, to do really, really, really great stuff. And I think what was even more mind-blowing, or the most mind-blowing thing about it, was the fact that I didn't have to leave my comfort zone. Because, most of the time people tell you that, for you to, go and do great stuff, you need to step out of your comfort zone. What Learnable gave me an opportunity to do it right here in a place that I was very, very comfortable.
I'll describe Learnable as one of those points in your life where you are driven and able to create great things. They're a combination of all the efforts you've put in the years before that moment. And even afterwards, you find yourself reaching back, drawing strength, and measuring yourself to that point. Learnable is one of the brightest moments of that nature that I have had in my life. So many things came together to create that moment that it's almost magical. You have a lot of smart, driven, and ambitious people in my set who are definitely committed to using code and their design skills to achieve great work. That was Learnable 21.
Being the Learnable 20 Person of the Year came as a shock to me. I remember that day I was shaking and I was hugging Namo, and I also hugged Osita. I literally told Namo that I didn't know what was happening. So in retrospective, a year or two later, I started to think about all Learnable has done for me. So it's equipped me with a lot of skills, leadership skills in the sense that I remember having to organize the entire team of 36 or rather 32 Learnable interns to shoot our documentary, which came out as arguably the best video for the year. Quotes me anyway. And also, Learnable puts me in the mind frame and mindset where I became really passionate about my craft because they gave me a roadmap of what the various possibilities of my career could be from my personal life and then from a professional angle. So it also puts me in the space of being a team player. So I remember being part of the most amazing team ever, which is Cerebrum, aka Castos, and he had to meet a lot of people with different personalities, and he had to, although we are not very jolly good fellows at first, but we had to adapt, we had to make compromises, and we became the very best team that Learnable 20 had for our demo day. So all in all, I would say that Learnable 20 prepared me for the future and the various possibilities of what Ugochukwu Ikeme could be, and it's been an amazing ride so far. Probably you meet me now and you feel that this is my final form, but yeah, trust me, there's just more to it, and it's all because of Learnable 20 and Learnable. So being the intern of the year came with a lot of perks. First off, bragging rights. I was the first designer to win the award. You can check the records, it starts down la. So it came with that, and he also came with an automatic job employment. So I started working for the brand team right after the internship program ended. And also it came with a MacBook M1 chip, a MacBook Pro 2020 M1 chip. At that time, the laptop came out like, I think 3 months before I won the award. So you can imagine me watching WWDC at that point, and I was fantasizing about the M1 MacBook Pro, and all of a sudden I have it in my backpack as if it was one of those random books that I have. So yeah, being the person of the year and being the intern of the year is the most amazing thing that I can ever experience. So yeah.
Being intern of the year was amazing. I was already on a buzz that night. I had received backend developer of the year. I had seen people who put in effort and dedication getting amazing awards. And then I heard that I was Learnable 21 person of the year. In that moment, the word wow just came into my head. I had this deep gratitude, and then I started shaking, I started bubbling over. When I called people to tell them that, oh, I won person of the year 2021, a lot of them were like, yeah, we did not doubt that. And of course, they rejoiced with me. And that was the greatest thing I gained from being person of the year. Of course, I got a laptop, a MacBook M1 2020, which was really amazing because my laptop actually spoiled in the early parts of the Learnable program. I also got an automatic job offer from Tennessee. But moving forward, that's social proof of I have done a great thing and I have gotten recognized for it, has enabled me to lead and direct a lot of the teams I have worked with in the years after.
Being Learnable 22 intern of the year, I was so shocked. Like, I was literally very, very shocked. Because on that validatory day, I came just as every other person came. I wasn't expecting any award, to be sincere. And when I was nominated, I was like, okay. And I was called up as the winner. I don't know what was going through my head, but I wanted to shout. Well, I don't know how exactly to shout because I don't know how to express my joy. I was so full with joy. I was overwhelmed. I think at some point I actually shouted, like I actually screamed, what? I was literally I was standing on my dream. Let's just say it that way because I did not see it coming, but it was like a dream come true to me. Like I was so excited. Now I won a MacBook Pro as a person of the year, and also got automatic employment to Genesys Professional Services. Being the intern of the year actually connected me to like minds, wanted me to top minds rather in the design industry, and also opened doors to people that I've looked up to so much. I actually got to meet a lot of them as the person of the year, and it really made me realize that if I set my mind towards something, as long as I work hard towards it, I'm actually going to achieve it. It actually made me also realize that hard work actually pays off. I was actually putting a lot of hard work throughout my tech journey, and being the person of the year was just, in my own words, a way of God telling me, well done, my daughter. Yeah, so it actually made me know that yes, hard work truly pays off.
Being intern of the year, I still remember that afternoon. It was a Friday afternoon. KSS downstairs, the conference room used to be downstairs at that time, and basically, there was this grand announcement. And I can remember standing there in front of everybody, and it just made me realize that, oh wow, you're standing, you're the best. I mean, I've always known that I was the best at the things that I do, but yeah, I mean, it was just like a confirmation of it, and it was a great feeling, people looking, at you at that place, and it just felt like, yeah, I achieved this really, really, really great thing. So yeah, I mean, it made me feel out of this world, like I was standing shoulders above everybody else. And yeah, with the Person of the Year award came a laptop. They gave me a laptop. It was a really cool laptop at the time. I know I didn't get a MacBook like the more recent people, but yeah, it was a really grand Dell Inspiron, and I think it wasn't the flagship at the time, but yeah, it was a pretty great laptop. And then I got like automatic employment. I was supposed to resume, you know, right after graduation and stuff like that. So that's basically what it came with. And about what Learnable helped me achieve, or being Person of the Year at Learnable helped me achieve, I think that the most important thing was that it provided a launchpad for the rest of my career. I know, yeah, that I had started out in software engineering, before I came to Learnable, right? But I mean, after Learnable, I got to work on an engineering team. I got to start coordinating the Learnable program. I was one of the people that contributed to making it, the great thing that it is today, and affecting all these people's life. I mean, most of the people that have been talking, I I'll say that I put them in this chair. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, it helped me start out my career. It helped me do like really, 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 really great stuff. Things that I'm very, very, very proud of. So yeah, I mean, that's basically how Learnable has helped me on my journey of being the Person of the Year.
One of the things I remember about Learnable 20 was when we had this interns week, and I remember we were waiting for we had like a team game, so we were supposed to cook, and it was just us guys around at the hub. We had done cooking and stuff, and while we were waiting, we started talking. So I was just talking and we started rapping about it. So we're having conversations while playing beats in the background and having conversations. So it was, I think for the very first time we literally bonded aside work. So we sort of found a balance between being 9 to 5 hours and interns to being genuine friends. So we are more like one big happy family.
I remember when I started my tech journey. I actually started my tech journey from Upskill, which was organized by Genesys Tech Hub. I joined Upskill as a total newbie. I had no idea what product design was all about. I didn't even know what Figma was all about. But after Upskill, which was very enlightening, I signed up for Genesys Code and Design Challenge and actually won the challenge as well. And after the challenge, I joined Learnable. And I made it to the hub, of course, and I had a lot of amazing memories that still stick till now. But one of the memories that actually stood out till now is our demo day. My team actually, we built an e-commerce site, and on the demo day, the demo was supposed to start by 11. By 9 a.m., our payment system stopped working. It was a very shocking, devastating, and yet very confusing moment for all of us in the team. My team lead Ugo, had to cry that morning because we don't know what to do. We're just imagining what Ayamatanga, that Osta, would tell us when we get to the stage without our payment system working. And at that point, our developers were assuring us that everything will be fine. Just have to find where the bug is, because at that point they didn't even know what the bug was, but that they were assuring us that they'll find the bug and they'll fix it. And luckily for us, they found a way to fix it before the demo. And the good part of the story is that after the demo, my team came out best that day after the demo. So it's actually very memorable for me, because at that point, the morning, I was very sad and devastated, but at the end of the day, I was super, super happy because Osta was really, really proud of our product. So yeah. I also remember of Intern's Hangouts, which we had at Nike Lake. And this time around, it wasn't just the physical interns. Now the virtual guys and the physical guy interns came together to actually hang out, and it was very memorable because we played a lot of games together, and I got to meet a lot of the virtual guys for the very first time in my life, and they were all amazing people. We played amazing games together, we networked, and up until now they are still very close friends of mine. And if I could go back to that day, sincerely I'll go back, because all the games and everything, so it was really, really enjoyable for me.
There were a lot of memorable moments in my Learnable year. I remember an environment of excellence and fun. From the very first period we stepped into the Learnable Hub, Tappy came up with this crazy presentation about how giraffes are not real animals, and you could see everybody seriously trying to convince Tappy and laughing. as he was really making us see that there's actually no way a giraffe is a real animal. I mean, look at it. And you've never actually seen one, so it could be just a figment of your imagination. That moment of laughter and clearly smart people in the room was something that continued all through the Learnable program. There were a lot of touching moments. I remember when one of our set mates, Francisca, got a laptop. She's an excellent designer, and you could clearly see how she was going to use this laptop to go on to great things. And the fact that a Learnable alumni who passed through this program recognized that in her and then gave her those tools to pay it forward was a really amazing moment for me. Another memorable moment has to do with my teams. A shout out to Quick and Mobius. Excellent people. No matter what anybody tells you, we were the best. During the business week and during the demo period, we worked together excellently. Moments were tense, the stakes were high. You see people contributing ideas, coming in very early in the morning, staying late in the evening, holding up all night, tensions are flying. But then we are clearly all there to build something, and we did achieve that. Our set was really different, a lot of different kinds of people. We had heated arguments, we had fun, we had moments where we hurt each other, we had people who were very quiet and people who were lives of the party. And Learnable was able to create an environment where each and every one of us could shine, and that's the most memorable thing about it.
The most memorable things about Learnable were the parties. I like to consider myself, a party animal, and we used to have great parties. Then were really, really, really interesting times. Because I'm also a workaholic, so I feel like whenever I have the opportunity to relax, party, and unwind, I go all out. So, and I can remember that the parties, they were very, very, very crazy. It was like a time for you to vibe, enjoy, drink and eat with your friends and laugh, and make like a whole lot of noise. So the parties were really, really memorable. And then I remember this particular time that we had a debate. I think it was a pro-life, pro-choice debate at the time, and for that conversation, or for that particular debate, I was a pro-lifer. I was on the pro-life side of things. So I can remember Namo and I getting into these heated arguments because I don't know. He came into the room while we were debating, and he decided to air his opinion. And I don't know. There's something just happened, and then the conversation just became between me and him, and everybody was just watching us, and we were throwing jabs back and forth, and all of that. I think it was a really memorable moment because this guy was senior vice president of business services and operation at the time, and I was one name less Intern, and and I was having this back and forth with him, and he really got intense. He got intense up to the level, and he was like, "Osita, you have won. Please let me rest." So I think that was something that was like really, really, really memorable for me.
So Learnable gave me the opportunity to meet like-minded people like Yvonne Ogbolo. So Yvonne, I remember a lot of things about Yvonne. So back then, as interns, Yvonne shared with me her big dream of creating an organization, a non-charity organization that would help women get to the very next level when it comes to their tech career. And right now, Yvonne brought that idea to life. It's been like over a year. She just recently did her anniversary, and it speaks a lot about the Learnable culture. Yeah, we build long-term friendships, we build long-term goals, we are giving back to the community, and Yvonne is doing that perfectly in her own rights. So shout out to Yvonne. Learnable also gave me the opportunity to meet an awesome person. I'm using his words. He uses that word a lot. And his name is Joshua Mba. So Joshua Mba was my teammate and was my team lead during Learnable 20. And he's an awesome person, like I said. He is a born leader. And this came from, I would say he played a major role in taking my team or building me as a person. From the internship, even when we left, my very first product that I built was built we did it together. And that's Take Cut. So it's like a long-term relationship with these guys. Joshua Mba is one of the best people or top guys you meet in the crypto space and affiliate marketing space, and that's that's a learnable standard. We are all top guys, and we have to do amazing things for ourselves and for our community. So yeah, shout out to Shamba. You're some guy.
Learnable gave me the opportunity to meet like-minded people like Ugo, Somtuzi, Mas, Rita, Mantas, Paul, Ifechi, and a lot of them. Actually, also gave me opportunity to meet the best mentors I could ever ask for: Prince Chijioke, Mr. Chucho, and Christian Wobodo. And most importantly, Learnable gave me access to meet Richmond. Now, Richmond is a very well-known product designer, and he's really good at his craft. He works with Check DC, and it never gave me access to actually be mentored by him. He actually guided me in my design journey. Whenever it is I had issues or had some challenges, he was always there to actually help me out. And even to this moment, he's always there to actually cheer me up and just lead me to the right path. So yes, I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity to meet such awesome minds.
I learned a lot of things from Learnable. I mean, Learnable was the first place I learned about design patterns. But I also met a lot of amazing developers, designers, and people involved in the tech industry. First of all, I would say you should go check our yearbook, really, because I can't capture every single person. That was very important. You have my teammates from Quick and Mobius. You have other teams like Hawk, who were like very creative in their presentation. Gloria was one of the most creative people I have ever met. They did world-class, real-life products in the space of a few weeks. But you have Jim, who was like a very good developer. He's currently building a product for the National Library, and that's amazing. And a whole lot of other people you see during this video series. But I'm going to point out someone, Chuchu. He's a designer, and funny enough, we met in the beginning of the program, but we never actually worked together on a team. But we kept in touch, we kept inspiring each other from across the pond. He's currently building Usedora. It handles delivery automation for businesses, and they are doing amazing things. They are making deals with GIG, and they have had real-life customers, both in Nigeria and outside. And that is just like a little example of the kind of people I got to see in Learnable. People who had ambitious plans and actually went on to achieve those things.
Being part of the Learnable program and eventually ending up as a coordinator or a program manager for the Learnable program, it gave me an opportunity to meet like really great people, like-minded people like myself. I met Gloria. Gloria, interesting person. I think she works at Microsoft now. She's an engineer at Microsoft. I remember Gloria particularly because I remember her tenacity. When she joined, she had this really horrible laptop that, before you run your code, when she tries to build her program, she will go and do something else because the thing will take like a whole lot of time to build. But I really admire the fact that she was able to do all of that, pass through the program, come out in flying colors and all of that. And I think she's a really great person. I mean, you don't get to work at Microsoft by being mediocre, right? And then I also met I met really, really interesting people like Ezra. Ezra is a great guy. Ezra works as I don't even know what that title is anymore, but I know he heads learning and development at Genesys currently, and something around talent outsourcing as well. Ezra is a really great guy. He's done great things. I think I'm particularly proud of him because, I mentored him at one point and, he has really gone to do great stuff. So, I mean, really, really, really great people I've met. Angel, Jerry, these guys are people that are doing like really great stuff wherever they are, right now. So, yeah, I mean, Learnable gave me the opportunity to meet these people, and I think I'm particularly grateful for that.
Okay, so one thing I have to say is maybe the stories you keep hearing might sound so unbelievable, but you just have to come to Learnable and you see that it's not all talk. Learnable is that space where the impossible seems possible, and it is possible because of the people that you meet there, the structure of the organization, and should I say the overall values and mentality we're running with the entire idea of Learnable. And also, if you don't exactly know where you stand or where to find your feet in life, Learnable is that sure first step that you need to take. trust me when I say, once you take that the very first step with Learnable, you are definitely going to meet or get to something amazing. There's just a short end goal somewhere, and it's always something awesome. It's always something that aligns with your values. It's always something that is going to put you in a big place, more or less. And yeah, all in all, everything is learnable.
One thing I have to say is that Genesys is home and everything is learnable.
There's definitely going to be a learnable mafia, and you are very welcome to join because everything is learnable.
You know, the amount of knowledge you have is going to save you. I'm somebody that I believe in the power of knowledge, and I believe that you should amass as much knowledge as you can, you know, because it will definitely save you. Most of the great things I've done in my life, it was because I had the knowledge and the capacity to do them. So I'll tell you, always read, always try to amass as much knowledge as you can, and remember that everything is learnable.